welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I am going to cover the part 2 portion of industrial building. We have already started with this example. Design of industrial building located in Ahmedabad. Span of roof truss 14 meter, spacing of roof truss 5 meter, pitch 1/4. Fix the configuration of truss. Compute dead load, live load, wind load at the nodal point. Design of purlin. We have completed up to these portions. Now we'll be designing a principal rafter and design of main tower with suitable data necessary. So here is the example we are going to continue with. So now for designing a rafter, we have to apply a unit load to each nodal point for dead load and live load first. Here shows the figure of dead load, live load, applying a unit load at each nodal point. At the end 0.5 applying. Similarly for live load, we are applying in a suction form, which is outer side of nodal point, a unit force applied. Now I'll be calculating each forces in each members. We'll be taking BN and NM member for calculating the forces in detail. The forces in member BN and NM are shown here. We have already dead load from the previous section. At each full nodal point, 2.41 kilonewton loads and end 1.2 kilonewton. So we have to find the reaction for this point we have selected. So for the reaction we have coming force and angle we are having. Using this figure we have to find the reaction first. 2.41 is our dead load into distance 4 in plus 1.2 into 2 divided by 2. So here is our reaction, and now we have to find the vertical component and horizontal component of this member. Thus we get FBN, force in the B member, and force in the NM member. Here you can see FBN sine 26.56 plus 1.2 equal to 12.05 is our reaction. Thus we have find the force in BN member as compression and force in NM as 21.70 kilonewton as a tension. Similarly we will be doing for live load. Live load we have already calculated 1.95 kilonewton. Member cross multiplying, we have 2.41 for 24.26 as a dead load we have calculated. Similarly cross multiplying we get the for live load. So here is the BN force for live load. Similarly cross multiplying we get for NM forces also. Just cross multiply. NM member 2.41 is our dead load. We are getting 21.70 as our result for NM forces, and 1.95 is our live load. We will be getting our NM force in live load. Just cross multiplying get the value of forces in NM. Is 17.55 is our tension. Now there is calculation of wind load. We have already wind load from the previous videos. So in this figure we have to find the member forces in wind load. Similarly, we are going with finding reactions 9.15 into 10 by 2 equal to, we are getting 4.6 kilonewton. In component we are getting FBN and FNN as tension and compression. So here is just a calculation of one member forces. The other member forces you need to calculate and get in the table. Here is the member force BN, CP, DR, ET, EV, NM, OM, QM, SM, UM, NO, PQ, RS, TU, VW, OP, QR, ST, UV. So these are the member forces: dead load, live load, wind load. This is the load combination. Finally, we are choosing tension or compression by its sign. So this tension and compression will be useful for the design of principal, rafter and main ties. We have already calculated for one member as BN and NM. We are using that forces for this design of member BN as a principal rafter. So dead load we have already calculated in tension, and check load we have already calculated in compression. We are designing for tension members. Our principal rafter will be designing tension member T equal to 102.55 kilonewton. F5 we have already 250 newton per m square. We are finding the area, gross area of steel, AG equal to T by F5 gamma MO. We are getting 451.22 mm square. Now say we have to select the element greater than this area. So our angle section will be 2 ISA, which is greater than 451.22 mm square. So we have choose 50 into 50 into 6 mm. 2 ISA Indian standard angle we have chosen, which is greater than 451.22 mm square. We have to calculate the strength governed by yielding, strength governed by rupture and strength governed by block shear. These are used for tension calculation. So TDY, we have the formula here. We are getting from the page number 32 of IS 800. Using this formula TDY we have got 258.18 kilonewton, which is greater than our tension coming, which is OK. Design of bolt. Design of bolt: assume 20 diameter bolt and the diameter of hole will be 20 plus 2, that will be 22 mm. So for the 2 ISA there will be double shear, so we are calculating the rivet value as 90.6 kilonewton. So we have already find the rivet value, number of volt we are getting from the tension, and the rivet value we are getting 1.13, means 2 number of bolt will be used in principal rafter. So let's take 3 bolt for the safety purpose. We have to find the minimum pitch. Minimum pitch is 2.5 dB bolt diameter, which come up to 50 mm, and edge distance is 1.7 diameter of hole. We are getting 40 mm. Now we'll be calculating strength governed by rupture. It is given in the page number 33 of IS 800 clause 6.3.3. TDN equal to 0.9 ANC FU by gamma M plus beta AG FY by gamma MO. This formula is used for governing the rupture. First of all, we need to find the beta value, and thereafter AN and AG. Finally, putting this value in the above formula, we are getting 196.23 kN, which is greater than 102.55 kN. So it is safe in our rupture. Now we'll be calculating governing by block shear. So for that, we have to find AVG, AVN, AG and ATN. We are getting this formula from page number 33 of IS 800 clause 6.4. So this formula will be used to find the strength governed by block shear. TDB1, TDB2, we are comparing this. We are taking minimum of this value and multiplying it by 2. So we are getting TDB equal to 176.58 kN, which is greater than 102.55 kN. So it is safe in block shear also. So these are the process for tension member. We have to find strength governed by yielding, strength governed by rupture, strength governed by block shear. These three processes will be completed for the tension member. Now we'll be designing for tie members. Our tie member will be in compression, so the process will be different from the tension member. We have already designed load and check load from the force table we have calculated. We need to assume KL by R 100. From that we get FCD 107 MPa. This is available. This FCD value is available in page number 42 of IS 800 table 9C. So area required can be find out using the formula P by FCD. So this come up to 825.14 mm square. Using this area, we have to go to steel table and get the section which is greater than the above area. We are choosing 65 into 45 into 6 mm of two sides, which is greater than the above area. We are getting the area, gamma, radius of gyration ZZ and radius of gyration in YY from the steel table directly. Now we need to find the effective length. We are assuming 0.85 as K value. Using this, we are getting the effective length 1190 mm. First, we will be finding slenderness ratio KL by R, which is less than 180. So it is safe. Hence, the section is selected. Now, KL by R is known to us. Now, Fy we have known. We will be finding FCD equal to 168 Newton per mm square from the IS code 800 page number 42. Thereafter we have to find the actual design loads we are getting, area into FCD. So we are getting the actual design load is 210 kN, which is greater than our forces. So we are selecting this 2 ISA 65 into 45 into 6 with longer leg connected gazette plated on either side. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned with us. Bye.